quiet hum of a gas compressor station in southern Russia masked the chaos as 9 drones descended on the facility, turning energy infrastructure into a new battlefield in the Ukraine-Russia conflict. Moscow accused Kyiv of orchestrating the strike to disrupt TurkStream, one of the last conduits for Russian gas supplies to Europe. Russia's defense ministry reported that all drones targeting the Gaikozor facility in Krasnodar near the Black Sea were intercepted. However, falling debris caused minor damage to a gas measuring station. Repairs were completed swiftly, ensuring operations resumed without disruption, with the compressor station functioning normally, according to the ministry's Telegram update. TurkStream, spanning 930 kilometers under the Black Sea, is a vital link for Russian gas exports to Turkey and Europe, especially after Ukraine ended Russian gas transit through its territory earlier this year. Alongside the Blue Stream pipeline, TurkStream supplies Russian gas to European nations like Hungary, which remains heavily dependent on Moscow's energy. Kyiv has yet to comment on the incident, which underscores the escalating energy conflict. Ukraine's transit ban in January severed a revenue stream that once benefited both economies. Framing it as a financial blow to Russia's military, Kyiv effectively ended decades of cooperation. The Kremlin accused Ukraine of targeting European energy stability via TurkStream, with the strike near Crimea, a region often hit by Kyiv, emphasizing the strategic nature of the assault. Putin highlighted an alternative, the Yamal-Europe pipeline, and accused Ukraine of complicating energy solutions.
Regarding agreements in the energy sector, we have always supported supplies and the depoliticization of economic matters. We have never refused to supply Europe. Have we refused? I've said it 1,000 times, I can repeat it. Poland closed the route through its territory. There is an active route. No one has disrupted it. There have been no explosions. It's functioning. All they need to do is press a button, and it will start flowing through Poland. It's called Yamal-Europe, and it runs directly through Poland. Please turn it on tomorrow, and we will supply.
Putin expressed frustration with Ukraine's unilateral severing of transit routes, accusing Kyiv of contract violations and disrupting Europe's energy stability.
Everything was functioning fine. Then, for some reason, someone in Kyiv decided that they should close it. They closed it under the pretext that Russian forces controlled it. But 6 months ago, what were you thinking? It was working fine. There must have been other reasons, but I don't understand what they were. Now, Sudza, fighting is taking place there, and it is effectively under Ukrainian control, but we continue to supply 14 million cubic meters per day. Understand? Nevertheless, despite the fact that they control Sudza now, they announced that they will not extend the transit contract. We didn't say we were stopping. They announced they wouldn't renew the contract. If they won't, then fine. They are biting the hand that feeds them, as I've said before, because Ukraine cannot fight, let alone exist, without European support.
Ukraine's transit ban continues to ripple across Europe, sparking disputes with nations like Slovakia, which now faces higher energy costs. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico criticized Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, accusing him of financial blackmail and arrogance.
I'm not here to go along with President Zelensky, and I admit that sometimes I'm fed up. He's walking around Europe just begging and blackmailing others, asking for money. This simply has to stop.
Fico, fresh from a gas deal in Moscow, slammed Ukraine's transit ban as absurd and damaging. Praising Russia as a reliable partner, he expressed readiness to host Putin in Slovakia, defying the ICC's arrest warrant.
If President Putin came here to Slovakia, I would invite him. We all know that he is under an international arrest warrant. You would probably make a public statement that the law enforcement agencies should take action. Should they arrest Mr. Putin like that? So I would invite him here and say that I am providing protection for the President of the Russian Federation. So I assume that you would shout that he should of course be immediately arrested and taken straight to The Hague, or I don't know where.
Fico also criticized what he termed double standards in international politics, questioning if countries like Poland would enforce similar ICC warrants against other leaders, such as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Will you ask Poland to have the law enforcement agencies arrest the Israeli Prime Minister who is going to Poland? And at the same time, there is the same international arrest warrant for him as for President Putin.
Fico also criticized double standards in international politics, pointing to Western hypocrisy.
And we are done, gentlemen, with the double standards. You have absolutely no answer to that. If my visit to Moscow was supposed to be a violation, a threat, and the biggest disaster, what will you say about President Macron, who is going there? This means that the French president can go to Moscow. The German chancellor can talk to him on the phone every other day. And we have a problem with gas. I go there. You accuse me of committing treason against the motherland. When we have a little respect for ourselves when it comes to basic facts.
The drone attack coincided with new US and UK sanctions targeting Russia's energy sector, including restrictions on Gazprom Neft and a fleet of 180 ships in Moscow's so-called Shadow Fleet. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov condemned the sanctions, accusing the West of destabilizing global energy markets, a recurring argument from Moscow. While Europe has reduced pipeline imports, its reliance on Russian energy persists. Paradoxically, liquefied natural gas shipments from Russia to certain European nations have risen, revealing the region's struggle for energy stability amid mounting tensions. The attempted strike on TurkStream underscores the pipeline's strategic importance. It remains a critical lifeline for nations like Hungary, reliant on stable supplies amid the broader conflict.